Hello, merhaba. I'm Felix from Goal Biking, and I'm here with you in the Hostel. Came to Istanbul from Germany, everything with a bike, and the friendly owners of the Hostel, requested this interview. So here are some questions that I'm gonna answer you. Just everything regarding my bicycle tour. Starting off with the first question, what inspired you to travel around the world by bike, and how did you prepare for such an extensive journey? I would say, of course, the main reason for me personally with the bike tour is to just explore the world from a point of view that you can't do with any other kind of transport. Public transport is just a very special thing to get into the countryside of the countries and to get to know let's just say, real life people. And the other big reason for me to do this tour is that I'm collecting donations for the build of a school in Nepal, and that's exactly the reason why I'm not finished by coming to Istanbul. My way will lead me to Nepal, hopefully, in the end, and exactly to the place where the school will be built. Talking about preparing, I think I prepared pretty bad. I've had one small bike trip from my hometown, Mannheim, to Basel, so to Switzerland, which was about 350 kilometers, but that's about it. I just checked for everything with my equipment, felt comfortable with it, and just said, let's start and learn by doing, and that's what I did. Then second question is, can you share some of the most significant challenges you faced during your travels and how you overcame them? Weather conditions, I would probably say. There were a couple of things people and myself, of course, as well, were worried about. Stray animals, wild animals, getting into tricky situations with people, things like that. And in the end, I found very, very good ways to cope with those problems. It's just the weather that you can't really control. So I had this one situation in Montenegro where I cycled into a thunderstorm and couldn't find a proper place for my tent, and eventually got to this cave which was too small for my tent, so I had to put it like half into the cave and half outside, and thought, okay, that's gonna do it for this night. And then went inside, was about to sleep, had a dinner before, and then all of a sudden I realized that the pot I had my dinner in was just floating away, and I looked left and right and immediately saw that I was underflooded by a huge amount of water, because the cave that I was in had holes above, so the water was coming into the cave and underflooded the tent, and I was in total shock and didn't know what to do, and I had no other choice than to put down the tent and cycle through the thunderstorm through Montenegro. And eventually, after 1 hour at 11-12 p.m., ended up in the next village town. Luckily found a hotel that was still open, so everything ended up well. But weather is just something we can't do anything about, and I think that cold days of Turkey are waiting for me as well, but I'm gonna find a way to cope with it. Then next question is, throughout your journey, what were some of the most memorable cultural experiences you had, and how did they impact your perspective on the world? I think that's a very, very long question to answer in just a few sentences. So if you see this video, why not checking out Goal Biking on Instagram or YouTube? Then you can, I think, get my point of view from a lot of topics that I get a new perspective on. If I would have to pick like 2, 3 very special moments, I would definitely say one meeting with a guy from Bosnia-Herzegovina, who had a, let's just say intense time during the Bosnian War. And I don't know, it sounds very pathetic, but like in the end of the talk that we had with him, he said like it doesn't matter for him where you are from or what your background is, as long as you're a good human. Yeah, as I said, it sounds pathetic, but when hearing that from a person that went to war, I think that's a difference. And I definitely learn a lot about history and cultures that I didn't know before, and that just give me a better all-around perspective on how the world works. That's I think a good memory to give one of many examples that, as I said, you can check out on my accounts. Next question is, what are the most important lessons you've learned about yourself and the world during your bike travels? I think one of the biggest lessons that I've learned was that I shouldn't complain about problems that appear, because my problems compared to others are so small and so not important that it's just not worth complaining about or being angry about it. I think that really came up when I had my first issues with, flat tires and things like that. Just moments that appear during a long cycling trip. And moments that can make you angry at first glance when you had plans to continue to get to some other place today and you realize, okay, you probably won't make it. And with the first flat tires I was angry about it, and the more I had, the more I realized, hey, it's okay, you can't do anything about it, so why should you use your energy for a bad move? So you should rather use the energy to fix your bike as fast as possible, and then it's all good. It's just a flat tire and nothing more. And that's with many problems when I'm in front of a huge mountain range and I feel like I really don't want to go up, and then I had this moment in Croatia where I felt like, okay, it doesn't really matter if I will make it today or not. Nobody really cares, so why not just doing it? And that's a huge lesson that I've learned. And last but not least, for those who dream of undertaking a similar journey, what advice would you give them, especially regarding preparation, safety, and maintaining motivation? That's a difficult question. For me personally, talking about maintaining motivation, they will just accept that there will be a lack of motivation eventually at some time when you are in a place, bad luck with the weather, or right now in Istanbul I had such a feeling where I was like, okay, now it's super easy to just book a flight and tomorrow I will be back in Germany for Christmas, see my family and friends. And this sounds very promising, but I know that I do it for a bigger purpose. For me, for my experience, but in the end also for the school. And knowing that there is a bigger purpose with it, that hopefully at the end of my journey there will be children that can go to school with the help of everyone who is watching my content. This gives me huge motivation, and also my friends definitely. So I hope for you that you have as great friends as I have that motivate me and tell me that I can make it. Regarding the preparation, I would actually say that sounds very simple and like easy from my views now that I'm already cycling for 3-4 months. Just do it and just start and learn by doing and see how your body reacts, and especially not only your body but also your mind. I think that's maybe the biggest advice that I have. That it's not the body that can't do it, at least as long as you have a healthy body. It's really the mind that you have to be successful with, and that you have to win over. And you can achieve a lot of things when you control this little mister in your head. And I think that's the biggest advice that I can give. And saying that, I wish you a Merry Christmas. It's almost Christmas now here in Istanbul, and all the best. And good luck with your travels. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Go and Go Biking. Peace out.